Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 18 minutes past 10 on Wednesday night. Back with two for tomorrow. Over the jumps in Clonmel. I went to Belfast this morning. I left here about 10 o'clock. I decided I'd make the journey down to visit Stephen and his very sick brother Peter. Peter he's on morphine, and there's the cancer has spread all over. So it's only a matter of time, really. Peter's dad was there as well. Not a great place to be in a room like that. But life is tough. So Stephen and the dad are hanging in there. I was there for a bit more than an hour. It took me over 4 hours to get there. And traffic wasn't that bad. But when I went down the Grosvenor Road and turned left and into a car park was full from both sides. So I was waiting about 10 minutes, and I doubled back, and I thought I might park on the road outside. No, there was cones everywhere, but that must be for locals. So not being a local, I didn't want to risk anything and get clamped or get towed or anything. So I went back again towards the car park, and they had opened a free car park. So I got in there. Never been in the hospital before. I didn't know where to go, but I asked them at reception. And Stephen had left a message, level 3. But I went up to level 3, but there's level 3 on the wrong side. It's a new part of the building. So I had to come down to level 2, walk all the way across the other side. And then there was more elevators, and then there was more elevators. So eventually I found the place anyway. Fine hospital. Everybody's so nice. And actually 2 people walk with me some of the way. They mustn't trust my geography at all. So traffic wasn't too bad coming out. Got a bit teeth there in that apple green. People that know that, the Lisburn apple green there. And ploughed on. And then myself and Mary coming into, Mary being on the GPS, the maps. We coming into Enniskillen. She took me left, so I said she must know to avoid the town. I said this would be good, but it wasn't good. We come out near Derry Lynn after going across country. The Lord saves and blesses. It was unreal. A deer. I nearly had a collision with a deer at one point as well. I think her hoof might have just touched the wheel as and came across country to Ballinamore. Then we missed Stranraer, or crossing the border there. I don't know where we crossed it, but it was after 8:15 when I was home. The first race that we backed today, I was just in the room in the hospital at the time, and I put it on the phone, but I didn't see it. And I know that I seen the result. I didn't see the race. I cannot understand how a well-fancied horse finished last. So I don't know what the deal was there. We had a non-runner, hurler on the ditch 2 days in a row. And we had Harum. I'm not backing him again. I never seen him out in the front. I pulled in somewhere to watch that in Oher, not far from Clogher. I never seen him go out in front before. He's a closer. So I don't know what the idea was, that are they trying to get down another few pounds in the handicap, but I believe in him alone. And Enemy ran a great race coming from the back with pace not great and boxed in. He was 16-1 last night. I think he finished up 11th or 12th or something. So with no winner, but slight money profit on Enemy. Anyway, 2 for tomorrow. Oh yeah, I want to say first, best of luck tomorrow to Dennis Smith. He's 80 years of age. He's off to Market Raisin with his buddy Gary Williams. and they said that the last time they were in Market Raisin they had 5 winners. So I was looking at Market Raisin there earlier. There's a lot of favourites I think that's going to go in tomorrow. I couldn't see anything to take any of them on with, so I just left it. So the best of luck. A shout out to Nick Tandek. He's a newcomer on the bus as well. Oh yeah, I got a nice. There was a nice present when I came back in the door, and it came to Mickey D, the bookie basher, and my address. My surname wasn't on it, and in it was a Christmas card, and there was their custard tarts, and on the other one, rhubarb and custard. Came from Kathleen Carey, and a card inside as well. Thank you very much, Kathleen. I'll send you an email too as well. Anyway, I better get on out of here. There's 2 horses in Clonmel that I've picked. There's one, the first one there would be Time Marches On. This is a novice handicap chase. This was a horse that I first came to like. At a right good each way bet on this in Limerick on the 28th of December last year. It just didn't say, or it seemed to be a little bit too fair for it at the time. It was 11-2 second favourite. It ran behind She Wears It Well in Robinstown. Had a good maiden hurl run behind Shoot first. Went chasing then, 4th to Slane Hill. 2 terrible runs then, but it came right back to form the last day, and when it was dropped in trip. And there's it's a half brother to Fame and Fortune, or Favour and Fortune, and that is 2 for 2 over fences. That ran at 2 mile. That was 14th in the bumper in Cheltenham, one of a multitude of winners that came out of that. And there's one going tomorrow, Chapeau de Soleil, in Maiden Hurl in Clonmel as well. I think it's 7-4 into 6-5. But this jumped grand the last day, bar the last one. And it's a decent novice chase. Clever Currency, Dundaniel, decent horses in it. It was in Cork. This is on the right hand side in the Robcore colours.
3 fences left to jump, and Clever Currency being joined now towards the stand side by Time Marches On as they come to the third last. Clever Currency ploughed through it. Time Marches On tries to take advantage now on the stand side. Between them is Dundaniel, who's not done with, as they race down towards the second last. Time Marches On with Dundaniel on the far side. Not a lot to choose between the two as they come to the second last, and it's Time Marches On lands in the lead. Dundaniel a mistake in second. Clever Currency back in third, but racing down towards the final fence. It's Time Marches On and Keith Donoghue, who now asserts and goes on by a couple of lengths. Clever Currency coming back for more on the stand side, but Time Marches On. An awkward jump, and also an awkward jump by Clever Currency, but racing inside the final 150 yards. Time Marches On has enough impetus to go on again in the closing stages, and racing up towards the line as Time Marches On going to win this for
Danny Gilligan is taking 5 off it tomorrow. Chosen Diamond won a novice handicap chase the last of 92. It's up £11. Captain's Nephew, it's first time over fences, isn't it? I think they've got the trip right for the third 2 runs over fences, first time in a handicap. I think that the trip got right. They were going at long distances there for a good while, 3 mile and that, and if it runs as well as it did the last year, I think it is the right chance. It's a 4-1 shot. 4-1 shot all over there. Why ever the 250? Oh yes. I was trying to get Market Race and I couldn't do anything. Well, this is risky, as you know, but Birdsandthebees, it's a brother to Verdant Place. Verdant Place won for us a couple of times last year, and this lad, as you know, the handbrake can be on and off on these horses. But like if you look at the handicap hurl in Naas, the 13th of March this year, it was fourth to Better Times Ahead. That was a stable same colours, different stable. It was only 8 lengths behind, handbrake fully on. And then it was 2.5 mile in Gordon, it was third on goodish ground. But the last day there was money for it, and it's only rated 89, and it's definitely a 100 rated horse at least. But it didn't stay the distance. If you look at right on the outside now with the white hat in the familiar colours.
Annie Björk is weakening, and then C said another O'Connell, Sarah Soldier, Glorious Singer, Tin Cutter Lad, early arrival into the straight with 2.5 furlongs to go. One flight left to jump in the Ladbrokes half-time quiz, handicap hurdle. Huntingbrook is coming there strongly to hard press American Money and Got to Fly, followed then by Blenheim Bell, who plugs on ahead of Simply Shabra, and then Trim to Milan, Birdsandthebees and Light Parade down to the final flight. American Money from Huntingbrook on the outside. Blenheim Bell is trying to challenge, followed then by Got to Fly, Light Parade, Trim to Milan and Birdsandthebees, and it's Huntingbrook and Danny Gilligan going.
No point watching any more of that because it falls out the back of the television. But back to 2 miles, I think it has a right chance tomorrow. It's 4-1, 7-2 shot there. So Sinead. I think that's it, just the two of them. I was looking at the flat, but I didn't get enough time to look at other videos, so I just left it at that. So bash the bookies, over and out.